15 segundos para el fin de la totalidad. Hay que dejar de mirar. Cuando yo les dé la señal.
Una pequeña mordidita, el público todavía se está desplazando y empieza a verse rayo de fuego.
¡Se acaba la totalidad!
Hasta bajamos los lentes, ya no se puede observar el sol.
Ok, ahora continúa la segunda parcialidad. De aquí y hasta las 12:32 vamos a tener el fenómeno inverso. La luna se va a ir retirando hasta que a las 12:32 volvamos a tener el mismo sol de todos los días. El eclipse haya terminado y tengamos que esperar otros 3 siglos para volver a presenciar esto. Muchas gracias a todos.
All right, oh my gosh, folks, have you seen that? Did you see, the eclipse touching down on Mazatlan all day today, this morning? Just the earliest forecasts were cloudy and potentially rainy, and just then you could see just how quickly the weather changes, just in time for that moment of totality. And even after totality, that moment when the diamond effect came in through, the Bailey speeds were peeking through, like, it just is so exciting, and I am living vicariously through them right now as the clouds start to cast a shadow on us instead of the moon. But you know what? There's just so much more excitement to be had, because we're gonna head over to Carbondale, Illinois. Again, the weather's been so changeable throughout the path of totality, but sometimes, look, you just never know, right? Total solar eclipses happen every few years or so, especially like where it's usually on somewhere else like the South Pacific. So this is a really special thing that we are hitting so many people around this North America, this continent. So you know what? We're gonna head over to hear more from a citizen scientist setting up their solar eclipse experiments out in Carbondale, Illinois. Let's take a look.
Eclipse Broadcasting Initiative, and it's a joint venture between NASA and Southern Illinois University here in Carbondale, Illinois.
And what is your role in the study? What are you doing as a citizen scientist?
Well, you said it. I'm a citizen scientist. I was recruited. I'm an alumni here from Southern Illinois University, and they contacted me prior to the annular eclipse, which we had last October, and asked me to record that from my home in Santa Fe, New Mexico. I kept the equipment, and then they asked if I might join them here in Carbondale. So I drove 2.5 days from Santa Fe and ended up here with all of this gear that you see in front of me to capture data of the solar eclipse that's happening today.
Your background is in the motion picture industry. You do not have a background as a scientist. How did you end up doing this?
That's correct. I worked in the motion picture business for about 25 years, and so I know cameras, but I don't know telescopes. So when they sent all of this to me, I had never operated a telescope. I had never operated a mount like this. Certainly I've used a computer, but all of the software was new to me as well. So there was a bit of a learning curve. However, I think that my experience, and boy, the crowd is really getting into it right now. I hope you can hear me. There's a countdown going on. But all of my experience in the movie business did help, and it prepared me to really figure out how to work this gear and get the data that NASA needed.
What is it about your experience capturing the annular eclipse in October that caught your imagination and made you want to continue?
Well, it really was something else. I didn't know what to expect. I had never been through a total eclipse, totality, or annular. Annular, of course, is when the moon only covers a portion of the sun, not quite the entirety of the disk. And it still was a very interesting, some people say it's a magical time. The sky gets dark, obviously, but there in Santa Fe, a breeze came up. It got remarkably cooler. I had to put on a sweater. It was October anyway, but still, when the sun was covered up, it's amazing how much energy we lose here on the Earth when it's darkened like that. And we saw the effect of that. So I'm really looking forward to experiencing that here when the entire disk is obscured by the moon. This should be really cool to see in another half an hour, 45 minutes from now.
What exactly are you doing here? You're on the football sidelines. You got a bunch of cameras and telescopes. What exactly are you measuring?
Well, NASA's going to have to tell me what they're using my data for. I really don't quite know what they're doing with the special files that I'm capturing using this material here, this small telescope. There's a mono camera here that records in black and white. I do have my other gear here, my DSLR over here. I've got one behind me that's shooting a wide angle. I've got the stadium in the background for that, and I'm capturing different phases of the eclipse as it happens to that camera. So when I get home, I'm going to take my images here and from the other camera, and I'm going to put them through Photoshop, and I'm going to make a nice collage of that. And in addition to that, I'm going to download the data for NASA, send it back here to Bob Baer at SIU, who's overseeing the project for the university, and I'm going to have to rely on them to tell me what they find in the data that I collect. I'm not that smart.
What do you expect to experience during totality? I mean, this is new for all of us.
Yeah, it really is. I know it's going to get cold. I hope I can see my equipment to be able to operate it, because it's going to get very, very dark very quickly. For 4 minutes, we're going to be experiencing that. I hope that we can hear the environment around us. I hope that we can hear the birds come out and start chirping and behaving differently. That happened when I was in Santa Fe with the annular eclipse a little bit. So I'm expecting more of that, only amped up because of the totality event today.
Great. Thank you so much, Robert Dennis, and let's enjoy some more pictures from the eclipse.
Very good. Thank you.
So the eclipse is going live around the world, people, and Jamaica will see a partial solar eclipse soon. They say it should be sometime after 2 o'clock. Countdown was 2 hours and change last time I looked. Yeah, man, so Mexico just seen their totality, solar eclipse totality. As you can see, Mexican people was going crazy and cheering and wow. And Illinois is about to see totality in an hour and a half. Or
Hello,
something.
everyone. We're excited to be
partial.
joined by Javen Gonzalez, Mesquite representative, to tell us a bit about how things are feeling here in Texas. Javen, welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, and tell us a little bit about Mesquite, Texas.
So in Mesquite, we're known as the rodeo capital of Texas, so we sit just right outside of Dallas.
Okay, yeah. And how has being on the path of totality affected the community, local businesses? What were you feeling here?
So there's a lot of energy here in Mesquite, just from like a lot of local businesses, the volunteers downtown. They were really excited. We started planning for this a year ago, so we felt like the community is really well prepared for what's happening and all the visitors that we have.
And Mesquite and many other communities along the path of totality hosted full weekend-long Eclipse festivities, and you guys were among those. How did you roll out the red carpet for, the local folks and the visitors?
Sure, so we actually kicked it off in the most Mesquite way we could. So it's the 66th annual rodeo parade happened here in Mesquite. We have it every year, but this year it was solar eclipse themed. So that's kind of what kicked off the festivities. We met with all of our hotels. We offered them glasses. We had a lot of international visitors who reached out to us in advance. We kind of prepared their vacation plans and where to go while they're here.
And where were some of the people coming in from?
We have people from Copenhagen. We have people from Spain, England, Mexico, several different states. So I just talked to some people from California and Arizona, so all over the place.
That's fantastic. So I've heard, like you said, that Mesquite is really well known for the rodeo. I'm wondering, how are you hoping to keep the momentum up, the energy, and the excitement up after the eclipse?
Well, and one of the reasons why we called our Eclipse Weekend the Solar Rodeo was to kind of go back into that, because we want this to have a positive impact on our community, not just for this weekend, but for the future. I know a lot of people who have been here have been talking about, we want to go to the rodeo now that we found out you guys are the rodeo capital, and they've driven past the arena. So we're really hoping to capture those. We've been doing a lot of incentives to follow us on social media and come back.
And any things that you're doing with the schools or the students and things like that?
Yeah, so we've been working with our local school district here since the very beginning. They're one of our big partners on this. So they have prepared all schools, so all staff, all students will have classes for today. They have lesson plans ready for today, and so all the kids are going out and observing. I'm sure they're out right now taking a look.
Were the schools closed today? It's Monday, or were they going on?
Schools are in session. Yeah, schools are in session here in Mesquite.
Any last thoughts? The weather, it keeps changing minute by minute. You're seeing it live there. Clouds are coming in, clouds are parting. We don't know what we're going to expect in 20 minutes. Any thoughts or any words of encouragement for everybody else who are also on the path of totality, possibly experiencing the same thing?
Good vibes. It's been blowing here off and on. The clouds have broken away. It gets really sunny and the clouds come back. So we're hoping that here in the next 20 minutes it's clear.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Javen. And I hope things look up.
Thank you.
So we are going to have a look at all of the events that are still going on across Mexico, the U.S., and Canada. So stay tuned, take a look at our feed. If you need to find out about the latest updates and stories from around the country, you gotta go to apnews.com. Check it out. We have a live blog telling folks, everything that's happening and all the weather updates, traffic updates. Earlier today, I saw there was already a standstill for folks heading up towards the New England, so the northeast of the U.S. So if you want the latest updates, go to apnews.com. And we're going to continue taking a look around the country to see what's going on, how people are faring, and maybe we'll be lucky, just like Mazatlan, where the clouds will part just at the right moment. So we'll see. We've got high hopes here.
And people partying in Mexico, boy. After the eclipse, a peer party. Black clot. Now going in Russellville, Arizona. Turn up now. It's real over there.
Folks, we're looking at Eagle Pass, Texas right now, the border city on the border of Mexico and the U.S. And you know what? It's been cloudy, but people are experiencing totality, and they're excited, and they're just having such a phenomenal time. You can hear the excitement. In our feed, we're seeing a live view also of the Eclipse feed from NASA, looking at the view from Russellville, Arkansas. There's just so much excitement and hope. So you know what? Even if it's cloudy, you might just get to experience it anyway. The darkness and totality is just absolutely palpable. And even here where we are in Mesquite, Texas, everyone's just waiting. It's waiting. The clouds keep popping in and out. So, you know, there's just nothing quite like it. Live right now in Texas. Totality. Texas is now looking at totality, full eclipse. As you can see on the right corner, that is live, Dallas, Texas. It's crazy, yo.
Texas totality right there. Wow. Jamaica will be seeing partial eclipse. Jamaica will be seeing a partial eclipse after 2 o'clock. Wow. That's what? Kerrville, Texas? Look at that. Beautiful. Jamaica will be seeing a partial solar eclipse after 2 o'clock. Time countdown. Let's give it a live countdown. In Jamaica, the maximum, it begins at 12:53, which I already passed. Global event, that's the total. Okay, so for Jamaica, Montego Bay, St. James. Okay, so it ends at 2:55. So 1:55 is the maximum. So you
Folks, here in Mesquite, Texas,
probably
it
about
is
to start seeing
incredible.
in Jamaica soon.
The skies have cleared up a little bit. The clouds have parted just in time for, we have 3-4 minutes left to totality. everyone around us have quieted down. All of the solar eclipse glasses are on faces. We're just here waiting. We are waiting for the moment. I think we'll actually get to experience this. It is so close. We have 2 minutes left. Now is the time. If you can, start looking down on the ground. If you're experiencing totality, notice what the shadow banding look like. We've got clouds peeking through, but you never know. You never know if you'll get the chance to experience the weird shadow patterns. Take a look at trees near you. As totality is closing in, it's almost time. You guys, this is incredible. Slivers of the sun, and just in time, peeking behind the clouds. There is still a bit of cloud cover here, and it just so happens this one cloud is just choosing to obscure a little bit of the sun, but it keeps peeking through, which adds to so much excitement on the ground. I gotta say, this is kind of reminding me of the final moments of the Super Bowl here. Just the tension is palpable. People are just waiting on edge to see and experience totality if it can happen. But the fact that through the clouds and despite the weather forecasts, we are experiencing this, it is something else, you guys.
So we're outside in Jamaica right now, and we're still having partly cloudy. Clouds still cover the sun. A lot of dark clouds over the sun right now in Jamaica. We're not getting much exposure to the happenings up there.
We are moments away from totality here in Mesquite, Texas. Everyone is just looking straight up. If you happen to be looking on the screen at everybody else who's wearing reds, blues, greens, and colorful clothes, now is the time to notice the Purkinje effect. When colors are just changing, the temperature here on the ground is much cooler. All of a sudden, we are seeing the tiniest sliver of the sun peeking behind the moon. I am actually getting emotional, you guys. This is incredible. Five, four, three, two, one. It is totality here. Everybody just counted down together. Cameras are up. Everybody's looking up, just experiencing this together. There are children, there are grandparents here all together. I am emotional. I can see a planet on the sky. I am crying and I can't help it, you guys. This is phenomenal. I wish Laura, our VJ behind us, could actually take a look, because you gotta come out from behind the camera, Laura, please. But we can see a planet just to the side, and even though it's peeking straight behind the clouds. We are seeing it so clearly. We were lucky that we had high clouds here today. Just as this moment, it's absolutely darkness out here. It is incredible. You know, there are folks taking photos with their cameras. They're not really going to get the ideal thing, but like now during totality, I mean, we're going to get 4 whole minutes of this, 4 minutes and 8 seconds. People can take selfies safely just at this moment of totality. And it is incredible. Like the solar activity right now is near its peak. And just from the ground, we are seeing how powerful the corona is peeking through from behind the moon. It is just something else, you guys. And I gotta say, for all of the drama of the weather forecast today, the clouds have made it absolutely spectacular. It's just something else. I hope you all get a chance to experience it at home in the future if you're lucky enough to afford it, for it to come to you directly. But it is just nothing I've ever experienced before. Yeah, let me grab somebody. Hold on. We're gonna try and get an interview with people out here because this is something else, you guys. So we're just waiting to see if we can chat with somebody briefly. Right now, I'm looking around. It is darkness. It is so cool. The temperature has definitely dropped. We're not hearing much when it comes to crickets or anything. There weren't a lot of bugs near us, probably because it's so busy. But oh my gosh. And we have someone here joining us who is part of Totality and smartly enough wore green against my red, so you can see and test out the Purkinje effect for yourself. Please tell me your name.
Melody,
Melody, and where were you coming from? Are you local or
no, Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City? How is this experience for you?
This is very exciting. My husband went to the one that was in Kansas. I didn't go, so I came with him this time, and it's once in a lifetime kind of thing. It's very different than what I had anticipated.
Yeah. Anything that stood out for you right now in this moment? I mean, the clouds are just in and out all day.
That made it more of a community thing. We were all cheering for the clouds to move, and every time there was a gap in the clouds, you know, there was a cheer. But just when it got to totality, it was very, it was awe-inspiring. Just the ring around it and how it kind of had gaseous features around it. It was just very interesting.
Was it anything like you expected? How is it different from what other people have told you about it?
I had the correct expectation as far as when the eclipse was occurring, but the actual total eclipse, that was different for me. I hadn't anticipated the ring and the gaseous effect of the ring around it.
The corona, the sun's corona. Tell me your name one more time.
Melody.
Melody, thank you so much, and please keep enjoying the rest of our 2 minutes. Oh, it's already peeking out. Folks, it looks like the diamond effect might be coming through, or there's a little bit of light. It's a little confusing because of the cloud cover, but it's starting to get bright. You can see the difference right now in the light. It's just complete darkness earlier. It just felt like it was nighttime, and even with the clouds, you still feel it. And so, you know, for everyone else still waiting for the totality to come to them, hold out hope. It could still be this good. Can I interview you? We've got one more person to interview here. Who's a worker? Are we good? All right. Tell me your name.
I'm Brittany Huereca.
Brittany, welcome, and tell us how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling super, I mean, this is cool. Like, I have no words. Honestly, I've never seen this before. Like, I've never experienced an eclipse before. And the fact that I'm working and I am able to be out here and with my family and, you know, actually getting to see this in person, it's crazy. Yes, like I couldn't miss out on this.
How long did you know that this was happening? You're from Texas, you're from Mesquite.
I'm from Mesquite. Yes, well, I'm from Dallas. I actually went to school here in Mesquite. So I didn't know that, you know, Mesquite was going to be one of the best views of the eclipse from the whole. I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe it. And then I saw that people were traveling out here, and I'm like, dang, like, I've never expected this to happen in Mesquite, you know, because we're a small town. I mean, we're growing, right? But like, we're a small town outside of Dallas. And I mean, it's crazy. We had people come out and get coffee, and they're like, yeah, we're from the UK. Like, people were coming from all over, like, just to see the eclipse.
So, how did you feel emotionally at that moment of totality?
I felt like this was so. I mean, I had my kids with me, so that I was like, hey guys, like, look up, and then they were like, wow, this actually exists. Like, we see it on the books, we see it, you know, and TV and everything, but we never see it live. So that was crazy. Like, I felt, yeah, that's God's you know, creation. I love it. I love it. Yeah.
What's your name?
José,
Spanish. Okay.
Yes.
¿Y qué tal? ¿Cómo fue?
No, bien, todo bien, gracias a Dios, estuvo muy bonito, una experiencia, pues, ¿verdad? Con toda la familia y, pues, trabajando, ¿verdad? Vendiendo chilaquiles, ¿ok? Los mejores, ¿ok? Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you so much, folks. Gracias. All right, folks, totality's here. We are heading over to keep chasing the umbra, keep chasing that moon shadow, and now we're going to toss it over to Hot Springs, Arkansas to see how things are faring. They've had good forecasts this morning, so crossing fingers for them.
Wow. Trust me, people, it's nothing to fight to look at if you don't have the right gear. Right now in Jamaica, we can see a partial eclipse. And I'm telling you, people, this partial eclipse is bright as ever. I mean, the sun have a different level of shine right now. So if you're going to try to look at it, please put the right gear upon your eyes then. Put on the right gear on your eyes if you plan to go look at this eclipse in any type of way, partially, whatever. Because the partial eclipse is going on in Jamaica right now and I can see it clearly. And when I look up at the sun, I can see a piece of where the moon is eaten, you know, a piece of it cut out, like a small bite. And that's the partial eclipse that we get to see in Jamaica. Meanwhile, these other parts of the world is having totality. They're seeing a full coverage because of placement on the earth. You know what I mean? We're now looking at the partial eclipse in Jamaica. It's crazy. Extra bright. Yeah, man, outside Jamaica right now, we could see the partial eclipse. It's lit up, too bright. Anybody looking up at the eclipse, make sure you have on the right gear on your eyes.
¿Dónde iba antes?
We're gonna cut feed soon to look live at the clouds in Jamaica, okay? Through our own camera and see how we're picking up. Right now we have a full cloud, dark clouds covering. And covering the whole sun. Full coverage, Illinois. Carbondale. Everybody going through it at a different time due to placement on the planet, right, people? Wow, total blackout. Totality. One little piece left. Watch it cover. Watch it cover. Let's see what Jamaica looks like at the same time. You know, we only have impartiality, so it's nothing super major over here. But you still can't steer into it if you don't have the right gear, because it can really hurt your eyes or blind you temporarily or permanently. Wow. Wow. You see that, people? Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, it's crazy. As you can see with the telescope, they get the best visual, and that's what you're seeing on the right is the telescope visual, and the person is showing you the phone visual on the left, live from Carbondale, Illinois. See. On the right is a NASA telescope showing you exactly how it looks right now as they are in totality in Illinois. Cleveland is getting ready to see totality. They're doing a countdown in Cleveland now. Carbondale, Illinois is now in totality at the moment. Jamaica is seeing a partial solar eclipse right now, but the clouds are covering all of what the actual sighting. Fully covered by the clouds right now in Jamaica. See? Please like the video, fam, and share it. Yeah, man, so it's a time now, people, you know. I believe it's a marking right now on the earth, you know, like it's a time for change, you know, and a time for people to look inside themselves and realize that, you know, your true currency is time. There won't be a solar eclipse like this for 20 more years. 2044. 2044 will be the next solar eclipse like this one today. So in 20 years, if you are here on the planet still, you will get to witness another major eclipse like this one today. See? But the next one will be full coverage also for Jamaica. So Jamaica will be seeing totality in 2044, according to the, you know. So in 2044, that's when we'll see the next total solar eclipse, like this one today, 2044. There will be other solar eclipses, but not like this one today. There will be lunar, there will be annular, other different types, partial, but total, the next total solar eclipse like this one, the Caribbean will get to witness it in 2044. That's 20 years from now, people. So if you want to be here 20 years from now, I suggest you project good vibes, feed yourself the best food, live the best life, be humble, loving, practice humility, treat people as you want to be treated.
Joining me now to talk about some eclipses and exoplanets and the universe's NASA JPL ambassador. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Kyle. So excited to be here with you and see totality together.
We just experienced totality together and you were here with your parents. Tell us, how did that feel?
It's amazing to get to see the whole world change and to get to see the corona, which you never get to do otherwise.
Ball State,
it was really strong today, and we even got to see a few planets nearby.
You could see Venus bright and clear. Amazing.
So tell us how your research has to do with exoplanets. How does today's phenomena have anything to do with that?
I mean, in the same way that you can watch the sun get dark, we can watch other stars get dark when objects pass in front of them. And it turns out when planets like Mercury or Venus make the sun a little dimmer, we can see this for distant stars and use it to find the planets that are around them. And so we found thousands of exoplanets, or planets outside the solar system, using this method.
So actually, you bring up a really good point in that total solar eclipses present an incredible moment for science experiments. As a matter of fact, didn't a 1919 eclipse make Albert Einstein famous?
In 1919, looking at the total solar eclipse, they were actually able to look at stars near the sun that you otherwise wouldn't see when there's sunlight and actually check Einstein's theory of general relativity. So it's amazing the science you can do both to study our atmosphere, the sun, and understanding all of space.
And final takeaway before we head out to see more of the eclipse. What do you want people to pay attention to as they're viewing it today?
How do you feel, right? All of the changes, it's not just what you see, the temperature, the people around you, the animals around you, and really sense everything, even if you have a magic bracelet with UV beads.
Thank you so much. And we will throw it back to our views across North America of the total solar eclipse. Thanks for joining us.
Why is that place smoking like that? Or is that not? Actually, I don't think that's smoke. I think that's might be mist. Or the rest of man them up burn the chalice that's up on the right hand side over that side of some part, you know. Yeah man, the rest of man them a burn only part ganja around this on the right side bottom this right now. Yeah. Lower right. The man say your time people, I said do right by your family, loved ones, everybody you love and care for, show your love right now. Remember time is your true currency. People think they have all these things, holding on to all this money and all these things, but really what we have are time and love. Give love while you have the time. Respect. Whoever can understand the message, yeah man, simple. Like Sizzler said, simplicity we use to survive, you know. Some of them find it difficult because they're ignorant and hype. But the hype don't last long, you know. Everybody get old and then they realize, oh shoot, I should have been treating people right the whole time. Because when you get older now, you realize you want people to treat you good and take care of you. When you know. Check out the elderly. Some of you people don't want to check out the elders. You're going to get old, so check out the elderly, you know. That's if you have the grace and the you know, the love is on you for you to grow old. Because that's what it really is. Not everybody get the blessing, the gift of growing old. It's a gift. A lot of people, you know, they make life pass by without true understanding of what's going on around them. Because they think it's all about the chase for vanity and money and this and that. But the truth is about life, it's about people, it's about sharing and caring about people and loving your family and taking care of your loved ones and your friend them. And that experience that you're sharing is the most important thing about life. You have to think about the past, then look into your future, look at your now, and you have to see that what matters is you, what matters is us, what matters is we. The stuff that we put in front of each other, it have to stop people. We have to start really opening up the doors for other people to have opportunity. For everybody if you can eat. Everybody got children. Our children. Check it. All children are the Most High Creator, one way or the other. Well, we are born from our mother and our father. So, in this time, on this day, anybody listening to me, bless upon respect, love, honor, and all the good things to you and your family. Yeah, man, that's all I wish people is love and respect and the blessings and this good thing. Because, you know, an eclipse like this gotta be some type of, it have to be some type of almighty creator event where this is things that the Most High ordained for happen within the universe on a certain level of aspect. That's the reason why people have to pay attention like this. And you see people camping out and watching it because they know there is something mystical about this event. Some people they go in left field, have dopey stories, some people have ghost theories and end of the world theories, but no. Only the Most High Creator, only the Almighty Jah know what this represents universally. Man can make their own speculations, drop their own narrative about what they think, but the reality is, the Creator run this. You see me, the Creator make this happen. Yeah, man. Almighty Jah. Rastafari. Yeah, man, people like and share the video because it's it's a continual thing and it's streaming around the world as in different time zones, as totality reach different places. We're showing the live streaming of these different states as they see totality. Right now it's partial in Jamaica still, and the clouds are still covering the sun, so we can't really see the partial eclipse in Jamaica. From where I'm at in Spanish Town, we can't see the partial eclipse because the clouds are covering. I did get to witness a piece of it earlier though, when the clouds did open up and let me see a small view of it. And I'm telling you people, you better have on the right gear on your eyes if you get a chance to see this thing. Because it can really hurt your eyes. Seriously, the sun is extra bright right now. I was just looking at it as the clouds open up, and now the clouds is covering the sun in Jamaica again. So our partial solar eclipse in Jamaica is now covered by dark clouds. Look at all that. People camping out, people got stadiums full of people. Just enough people for the football game or the baseball match. Now check this out. Other people are at work right now. School, some people riding by. You know what I'm saying, Dominica? Some people don't have the time to even look at it. Some people probably don't even know there's a eclipse going on right now. But Dominica, check this out. It's kind of dark over here too, but we're having a partial eclipse in Jamaica. So we're still kind of seeing light. It hasn't cast fully dark or nothing like that because it's just a partial eclipse in the Caribbean right now. That's why I'm doing the live coverage of what happened in Mexico and the US. I think I seen Canada pop up earlier, Big up Dominica, much respect, Queen. Thanks for checking in and thanks for commenting. Much love and respect. Live from Spanish Town, Jamaica, So where are you at? Where are you if you don't mind me asking? You say in my side it got dark. Over your side, where you at? Venezuela. Valenzuela. Wow, that's probably how it's really spelled, huh? Yeah man, big up yourself, man. Valenzuela. Respect family. You don't know Jamaica. So shout out to you from Spanish Town right there. Kentucky, USA. Okay. For a second, I'm looking at your name and I'm like, Valenzuela. Maybe you're from Venezuela. I'm messing around, but hey, Kentucky, USA, big up. So you did see a total eclipse already? That's crazy. Yeah. They say some people get to see this thing Cleveland, Ohio is actually seeing totality right now, and look how long it's lasting. That's crazy. People looking at this thing for minutes. Some people get to see it for 30 minutes straight, half an hour. Not partial. I said not partial. No partial. Yeah, man, it's going down right now all over the US, different parts of, you know. Look at that. Wow. It's not the end of the world, people. It's a camp out. It's a picnic. Look at that. These people plan for this, you know. They plan for this. You get me? It all depends on where you are. Some places schools shut down today. Some places the kids are still going to school. Some places people have work the day off from work. Some places people still gotta go to work. Seeing people? Like I said, I'm just observing my Jamaican people just now earlier. And from most of what I see, I think Jamaica does not have any too much care about this particular event like these people that are camping out right now. You know, so Jamaica different. And a different, you know. And it's a partial eclipse also, so it's not really, it's not a big attraction, being that it's a partial eclipse here. But I think it's still something significant, you know, and I'm still paying attention. You live when you learn, you know what I mean, people? Yeah, I'm on top of Lake, New York. Wow, going over Dessa. Where you say Dominica, Kentucky, nice. The place of the famous Kentucky Fried Chicken. Kentucky, USA, big up. Blackout. Look at the moon. Look at the moon moving in fully. One small bite. Full coverage coming in. Wow. Where's the Gabriel? Wow. Niagara Falls, New York. Top of Lake, New York. Yeah, man, I just gotta react to the totality because in Jamaica right now, the dark clouds have totally covered the partial solar eclipse we're seeing in Jamaica. I seen a piece of it though. It was bright as, yo. I had the shades on and it still hurt my eyes, so I had to kind of not stare too long at it. See what I'm saying, people? And it was a partial eclipse, so the sun was extra bright. These people plan for this. Where you at, Gabriel? Did you get to witness the totality of this thing? Are you there, Jamaica? I'm gonna see the partial. These people are counting down. Here we go, Tupper Lake, New York is just now seeing like they're finally going into full totality. Tupper Lake, New York. Here we go. As you can see by the NASA telescope on the right, Tupper Lake just went into totality. It's beautiful, no lie. We're having a partial solar eclipse in Jamaica, but at least I get to witness the totality right here, and it's amazing, people. Yeah, man, significant. Only the Almighty Creator could line up His sun and the moon in a time significantly right now on this leap year. All I can tell you, people do the right things. You know what I mean? I think every time you do the right thing, the universe is going to reward you tenfold. And you're going to see more success, more progress, more benefits. As a person in the planet, just do the right things. Show love. You know, that's just my feeling and my reasoning toward people. Remember that. Remember I said that to you, you know? Hope you can agree with me. And let me know what it's like in your country, in your part of the world. Let me know where you at if you get to witness this thing. If you see, you know, or did the place get dark totally, you know, what's going on in your side of the world. Make me know. Yeah, next 20 years before you see another eclipse like this today, people. 2044 will be the next solar eclipse like this one today. 2044, that's 20 years from today. I will be in my 50s. That's crazy. 20 years from now, I'll be in my 50s, people. Where will you be? Yo, everybody gets old. That's what they say, right? It's facts. Everybody gets old. So just take care of each other, love each other, respect. Remember that we just human beings. We all just people, you know. See everybody gathered and camping out right now for watch this event. And we can see that, you know, different people have different desires and the way they live life. Some people have more, they give more significance and care to to the events of the universe. You know, they have more. This is Holton. Emmy, where's that? Where's that? Holton ME. I don't know what ME represent for nothing. Damn. I'm sad. Oh, that's Maine. That's Maine. Okay, Holton. That's Maine. Okay, gotcha. Like I said, some people give more significance to these events. Some people give more care to these events. You see how they're camping out, you know. I didn't really see too much of my friends or people I know making any type of reference or care to this about checking it out or looking what's going on. But, you know, like people more like, well, I don't give a damn about any mention of it.
All right, folks, we're back with maybe one of my favorite topics of the day, animals and eclipses. We're being joined now, or we will be shortly, from Fort Worth Zoo with Hartstone Rose of North Carolina State University. So we're just waiting to get a chance to talk to them about what things look like at the Fort Worth Zoo. Hello, Adam. How's it going?
It's going great. It's been an amazing day.
So it looks like it's a little bit sunnier now. It's kind of the same here in Mesquite, Texas. We're kind of on the opposite ends of Dallas. How was the weather earlier during totality for you?
The weather was pretty good. So there were scattered clouds, but during totality, I think that most of us had a magical view of the eclipse.
So tell us, people react to solar eclipses with oohs and ahs, and I mean, I cried. What do we know about how animals react during the total solar eclipse?
We don't honestly know very much about how animals react during a solar eclipse, but we know a little bit more now than we did an hour ago. The animals here did great things. In previous eclipses, especially our did some research in 2017 at a different view, and most of the animals moved towards where they're put away for feeding, but some of the animals seemed very anxious during totality. We actually had kind of a different response here. While most of the animals did go towards their big shift, the animals remained relatively calm. Some of them seemed a little bit like somebody forgot.
I don't think she could hear what he's saying.
But in general, like everybody was really well adjusted. Nobody was doing sort of bonkers behavior. The most amazing behavior was some of the animals that really didn't move very much at all during totality. They definitely looked around for their shifts and thinking like, I really need to go inside now.
So were there animals that were the same in your 2017 study and this one, or were they all kind of different? Can you tell us a little bit about, you know, what was the same and what was different with your experiment this time?
We watched a lot of the same species. For instance, we watched the great group of gorillas in 2017, and we watched the fantastic group here at the Fort Worth Zoo. And they had a relatively similar experience. In 2017, we all moved towards the shift shore, as they did here in Fort Worth. But also in 2017, one of the animals got a little bit worked up. And here, none of the animals got worked up. Some of them seemed to be a little extra vigilant, but not really stressed out. The biggest difference was in our experience, prior experiences, everybody who watched giraffes during totality saw them galloping. And here at Fort Worth, the giraffe herd remained relatively calm. Maybe they sort of gathered together a little bit more. They gathered towards their evening shift area, but nobody seemed super stressed out.
How did you decide to start studying this research question about animals and their reactions to totality?
It was really an accidental thing. I was a professor at the University of South Carolina and affiliated with the Riverbank Zoo, both of which were on the path of totality in 2017. And we kept getting questions from the public about what do animals do during eclipses. And the truth is that we didn't know very much. We still don't know that much. But because of this lack of data, we decided to do a big study. And it turns out our study in 2017
was the largest study of
animal behavior during an eclipse in almost 100
Barely hear what
years.
he's
The
saying, man.
previous
Get him up
study
out of here,
was
man.
done during an eclipse in
Chilling.
1932. And in basically
What's up, sis?
all of those intervening years, there was sort of an observation of one species here and one species here, but nothing really comprehensive. So we did
Man, get this dude up off the screen.
and discover new stuff as well.
Please.
So, what is next for you and your team? Any other eclipse chasing plans coming up?
Prior to 2017, I actually wasn't interested in eclipses at all. I was kind of almost jaded, and 2017 was mind-blowing. It was so cool. Coming here to Fort Worth, especially the Fort Worth Zoo, has been so well.
So you're too busy to read the Bible. Well, what if your Bible reads itself to you? Well,
Maybe we'll go to Iceland. Maybe we'll go to Iceland. That same eclipse passes through Iceland. And then we're really excited about an eclipse in 2030 that's going through Africa and Australia. And then we'll be able to watch in the wild a lot of the animals.
It'll be 2044. 2044. Yeah, big up, sis. You know what I'm saying? Watching live right now as we stream from NASA.
That's so great to hear. Adam, thank you so much for joining us. I'm so glad that the sun peeked through and gave you a little something. I mean, we were also on edge here waiting for that. So, you know, kudos and good luck with all of your research. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. It was an extraordinary day at the zoo.
Yeah. Peace, bro. Is any more totality being reached in
So we are going to take one more look across North America to see what's going on. People's reactions. Are they still waiting to see the eclipse? Has the weather changed? There's so many questions. But no matter what, we are all just nonstop excitement about today's total solar eclipse. So let's take a look around the country.
Yep, because we ain't seeing nothing in Jamaica. Jamaica's partial eclipse is fully covered by clouds. So if you go outside in Jamaica right now to see the partial eclipse, you're not going to see nothing but the clouds that cover it. Maybe I could see a piece now. Let me see. Maybe I could see a piece now. Let's go check out. Let's see if we can. Let me see if I could rock with me for a second, people. Let's see what this look like.
Help scientists study this. The diamond ring is coming back. Look at this shot of light here.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go.
Go. Totality is over, so glasses need to be back on. Spencer, I'm not sure what you mean stuck diamond ring phase, because it wouldn't be in the diamond ring phase.
Okay, I can't do multiple streaming anymore, seeing like my phone is jamming.
What do you mean? Do you mean about like in the planets in the night sky? Because those will be.
Yeah, I was streaming from multiple different places at once, but coverage ended on some of these channels, so I was gonna show you what I'm seeing in Jamaica. So just give me a second, people.
There, you just have to know where to look. What's going on, Garcia, in Jamaica? Thanks for tuning in.
Big up, big up. Jamaica, them just
checking in from Colorado. Welcome from Colorado. There's a lot of people from Colorado on the stream that was just witnessing the partial solar eclipse. So the sun can blind you because the rays are so bright. Now, what the deal is, like in this stage right here, this is a really good spot to talk about it. You may not know, you may not think that you are getting hurt by that little bit of light coming in, but in reality, you are. What the moon is doing, it's blocking out a lot of the light, but you may not get that pinch as much because the moon is blocking a lot of it, but that is enough light to damage your eyes. So we got another question. How is it magnifying the sunlight? It's just, okay, so it's just like, you know how in Toy Story, whenever Sid is using the magnifying glass to burn Woody, that's exactly what would happen to your eyes. So if you have any kind of binoculars there, any kind of lens that brings in the light like that, you'll literally fry your eye off. So that is why that's what would happen. Awesome. Thanks, guys. And if you are enjoying this stream and love talking about the weather and science and stuff, hit that subscribe button for me. It's been awesome to meet all the new subscribers on the Just Weather and the Click Orlando YouTube channels if you are watching us from there. So do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button as well if you're finding, this helpful, if you are finding this informative. We'd love that. And if you want to hang out with us even more beyond the eclipse, we'd love that too as we get into severe weather season, especially hurricane season coming up. We got you covered with a lot of science and a lot of meteorology and none of that other garbage that's out there on social media. So hit that subscribe button for me.
Garbage. Social media.
So a lot of questions on how the sun can blind you. The sun is very, very bright. And even in this stage right here, that's why you're not squinting as much because the moon is blocking a lot. So you're letting in all of that light into your retina and it can really, really damage your eyes. It may not be right away. It might be years down the line. There are people back in 2017 that unfortunately bought fake eclipse glasses and now they can see the eclipse literally burned into their retina. So that is something that you need to be paying attention to and really need to do it. You cannot look with normal glasses. You have to have those approved solar glasses to do so. Or you could get away with welder's glasses as well. You need to have 13 glass though. NASA recommends 13. Even 12, they say you can't look at it for the whole time. You've got to have the 13 as well. I appreciate that, Edna. Thank you for tuning in to the stream. Really, really appreciate that. So no, you can't look at it with polarized glasses either. You need to have the approved sunglasses, and that goes with any day. Even if you're looking up at the sun just to look up on a bright sunny day, you can't do that.
You can't do it.
Carol says Kentucky had a wonderful view. Awesome. Great to hear that. Thanks, Ruth. I hope you hang out with us more. It's great to see you on the stream. Because it is moving. It's moving, but it's moving super, super slow. From our perspective anyway. In reality, that shadow is moving at about 15,000 miles an hour. So it's crazy.
Now, let me see what I can see.
That's how we were able to get it from the west coast of Mexico.
In Jamaica. Let's see what I could pull off. I see what I'm going there. So hold on now, people. Because this is coming down to the end of whatever you can see partially. But I'm not going to look up at it. I'm just going to see if I could. I'm just going to see if I could capture. Let me see. I don't even know if that's possible. Yeah, like I thought. I can't even look up at that, people. I can't even stare at it, honestly. Honestly. Whatever in that going nice sky right now, I can't even look on it, yo. That's how real it is. That's crazy. I thought it was a possibility, but nope.
The moon aren't the same size. What's happening here, Shane, is that the sun is 400 times bigger than the moon, but it's also 400 times further away from Earth. So it gives the illusion that it's covering it up.
Holy shit.
So that's what's going on there. They're not the same size. The sun is way, way bigger. So the comet will become visible if you have a telescope or binoculars, but I do want to caution, you don't want to look right at this because if you do, that is going to, it'll blind you. It will literally blind you because you're now magnifying the sunlight even further than if it was just a naked eye when the sun comes back out. So please be very, very careful. The solar flare, if a solar flare happened, you would be able to see it. You'd be able to see it kind of shoot out. Ruth says a lot of dogs barking in the neighborhood. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is the animals go nuts. Birds go nuts, insects go nuts. They think it's turning into the evening, and then they are like, what's going on? The sun came back. Deborah says, wow, with a diamond ring emoji. Yeah, It's awesome. It's awesome. Kitty is asking, what is the white part around the sun? That is the sun's atmosphere. So that's what we call the corona. And you can't see this on any given day because the sun's too bright. So the moon helps us out and helps scientists study this. And the diamond ring is coming back. Look at this shot of light here. And there we go. Totality is over, so glasses need to be back on. Spencer, I'm not sure what you mean stuck in the diamond ring phase. Because it wouldn't be stuck in the diamond ring phase. What do you mean? Do you mean about like in the planets in the night sky? Because those will be there. You just have to know where to look. What's going on, Garcia in Jamaica? Thanks for tuning in. Checking in from Colorado. Welcome from Colorado. There's a lot of people from Colorado on the stream that was just witnessing the partial solar eclipse. So the sun can blind you because the rays are so bright. Now, what the deal is, like in this stage right here, this is a really good spot to talk about it. You may not know, you may not think that you are getting hurt by that little bit of light coming in, but in reality you are. We got another question. How is it magnifying the sunlight? It's just, okay, so it's just like, you know how in Toy Story, whenever Sid is using the magnifying glass to burn Woody, that's exactly what would happen to your eyes. So if you have any kind of binoculars there, any kind of lens that brings in the light like that, you'll literally fry your eye off. So that is why, that's what would happen. Awesome. Thanks, guys. And if you are enjoying this stream and love talking about the weather and science and stuff, hit that subscribe button for me. It's been awesome to meet all the new subscribers on the Just Weather and the Click Orlando YouTube channels if you are watching us from there. So do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button as well if you're finding, this helpful, if you are finding this informative. We'd love that. And if you want to hang out with us even more beyond the eclipse, we'd love that too as we get into severe weather season, especially hurricane season coming up. We got you covered with a lot of science and a lot of meteorology and none of that other garbage that's out there on social media. So hit that subscribe button for me.
Hit that subscribe button for me too, people. Hit that like button too.
So a lot of questions on how the sun can blind you. The sun is very, very bright. And even in this stage right here, that's why you're not squinting as much because the moon is blocking a lot. So you're letting in all of that light into your retina and it can really, really damage your eyes. It may not be right away. It might be years down the line. There are people back in 2017 that unfortunately bought fake eclipse glasses and now they can see the eclipse literally burned into their retina. So that is something that you need to be paying attention to and really need to do it. You cannot look with normal glasses. You have to have those approved solar glasses to do so. Or you could get away with welder's glasses as well. You need to have 13 glass though. NASA recommends 13. Even 12, they say you can't look at it for the whole time. You've got to have the 13 as well. I appreciate that, Edna. Thank you for tuning in to the stream. Really, really appreciate that. So no, you can't look at it with polarized glasses either. You need to have the approved sunglasses, and that goes with any day. Even if you're looking up at the sun, just to look up on a bright sunny day, you can't do that. Carol says Kentucky had a wonderful view. Awesome. Great to hear that. Thanks, Ruth. I hope you hang out with us more. It's great to see you on the stream. Because it is moving. It's moving, but it's moving super, super slow. From our perspective anyway. In reality, that shadow is moving at about 15,000 miles an hour. So it's crazy. That's how we were able to get it from the west coast of Mexico and exit out of Canada in about 2 hours' time. So it's really cool. Thank you for that. Really appreciate it. It's been great talking to you guys. So thank you for finding our stream and all that stuff. So let's see where we stand. I'm going to put that visible satellite. And we are back into Dallas, Texas. Of course, we saw totality in Dallas, and now this is kind of the tail end of it. And yeah, she brings up a great point. Again, don't ever stare at the sun, even on the bright sunny day, as we were talking about. It doesn't have to be the eclipse. It's whenever you do that. No, but it's the binoculars make it way, way worse. The telescope makes it way, way worse. But if you look at the sun in any capacity, you will damage your retinas, or you run the risk to damage your retinas. So yeah, please don't do that. I think you're right. I think Ohio was the best view. When we saw that come through Cleveland, Minimo, I think I might have said 15,000. You're right. It's 1,500 miles an hour. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's 1,500 miles an hour. Yeah, so a lot of people were talking about, can you look through the eclipse with a camera? And the answer to that is you need to have, yes, 1,500. Yes, that is correct. Yeah, I misspoke and said in 15,000. It is 1,500 miles an hour, still really fast. So my bad. Thank you guys for catching that. So we were talking about the cameras and stuff, and people were asking about if you can see it through a camera or phone. Yes, but you need to have some kind of solar filter for those to be able to see it. It can damage the instrument as well. And Kelly says, yeah, you can have it. We had it here in West Michigan. Still basically sunny out, though. Yeah, and again, you notice it get a little darker, but still not as dark as what you would see in totality, of course. All right, so what I want to do now is I want to take you back. Since we are out in Orlando, Florida, we of course had a partial eclipse. Let me see. So now I have everything the same thing. I'm just working on switching some of the streams because I wanted to get you back to sunny Orlando, Florida. Bear with me for 1 second. RM13. That is what it looks like in Orlando, Florida. And let me change some of these sources as we speak. Looks like that was a party RM6. So I'm just talking to myself. I can't walk and chew gum.
There's one book that I consider the most important book for myself and for every other human being on planet Earth that wants to live.
The quad box is here. So now we have Carbondale, Illinois on the bottom. We have Burlington, Vermont in the middle, and then we have Orlando, Florida on the right. So totality has now come to an end for the United States. It is now working into Canada. For that, we can show you the shadow, and then we'll take you back to, and again, the middle box is Vermont, Burlington, Vermont. We just had totality. And then Carbondale, we had totality a little bit ago, and now the shadow of the moon is working out of the United States. Certainly it's out of Mexico right now. So that yellow line that just popped up, that double yellow line, not talking about traffic, but right there, that marks the path of totality. And where you still see it dark, that's where the partial portion of the eclipse continues. The total portion now, look how dark it got. So for my friends in Newfoundland, or in New Brunswick, sorry, and then parts of Halifax, Nova Scotia, and into Newfoundland, that's where we're getting it dark right now. So that is where totality is. So what you're now seeing on the bottom screen is Kerrville, Texas, and we are almost completely out of the partial portion of the eclipse. So we are almost completely over. All right, guys, we are going to take a short 2-minute break, and then we'll get back to some of the questions. So post those questions in the comments if you're watching on the YouTube stream, if you're watching on clickorlando.com and on News 6 Plus. We are going to be back in 2 short minutes. Stick around, guys. This has been fun.
Yes, people. And Jamaica's partial solar eclipse is over. Although we never get to see much because the clouds cover the sun. Maybe that's the best for the children, them and everybody that would probably stare in it without caring. So yeah, man, the Almighty Jah protect the people in his own way. Yeah, man. We're going live stream same way, you know what I say? Taking the vibes. Today is significant. So we're going to hold all of the knowledge we can from this. Because this situation and this solar eclipse, total solar eclipse what happened in the USA and Mexico today, will not be visible to the world like this for another 20 years. 2044 will be the next totality. The next total solar eclipse like this one today will be 20 years from now in 2044. 20 years. I'll be in my 50s.
What's going on, guys? Meteorologist Jonathan Keg is back with you on clickorlando.com, News 6 Plus, the Just Weather YouTube page, and the YouTube page for Click Orlando, News 6. Thank you guys for being here. We have the triple box. I guess there's 4 boxes here technically, but one of them is my face, which you don't care about. The other 3, though, are what is happening across the country. So on the right, this is the eclipse in Orlando, Florida. The middle has been Burlington, Vermont, and now we're back into, now they just changed both of those to Cleveland, Ohio. So we're looking at Cleveland, where quite possibly one of the best views of the entire event came out of Cleveland due to the fact that we had some solar activity going on at the same time it came through. So really, really cool stuff as well. So the totality, I have a bunch of questions coming in. Let me bring those over. Hey, a lot of people watching from Australia. Welcome. It is in Canada now. Yeah, so the partial portion continues in Iowa. Totality has come to an end for all of the United States. So now we are just kind of finishing out the eclipse here as we are rolling forward. But yes, it has moved out of the United States, at least totality. It's wrapping up in Texas as we speak. We're about a little more than 50% in Cleveland right now. And that will continue to get a little bit lower as we move over the next hour or so, rolling on through. You got it, Ruth. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate you joining in to the live stream, Wedrick. Thank you so much for being here with us and posting in the comments. If you have enjoyed the stream and like hanging out with us and talking science, especially the weather, hit that subscribe button for me, because we'll hang out well beyond this eclipse. And thank you to everybody that has subscribed and has been interested in the eclipse. It's been really, really great meeting everybody over the last couple of weeks, last 6 weeks really, when we have been talking about the eclipse. So thank you guys for the support. Again, it's been really awesome meeting everybody in the comments section of YouTube if you're watching on the YouTube channel. So thank you guys a ton. All right. Let's see.
My best friend didn't get the frontline costume she wanted for Carnival. So I told her.
Big up Philippines in the building.
Still kind of dim in Leesburg. Are you in Leesburg, Virginia, or Leesburg, Florida? No, two. No, the moon definitely moved in front of the sun there. I showed it live. It's a thing. So great question. Fernando asked why Maryland isn't dark. And the reason it's not dark because you weren't in totality. We had about 65% here in Orlando, and it got a little dim, just a little dim, but not even like evening dim. And I know you guys even had more of the sun, kind of a bite taken out of the sun. You really need to be in totality because that's how much sunlight really gets through. Even with 90% of the sun blocked, you need to have the full disk blocked out. So that's why you didn't do it. You have to be in totality. You have to be in totality for full effect and to get the darkness. You got it. Thank you for being here, Laverne. Really appreciate it. I went to school at Penn State for meteorology. There's a lot of math involved. So if you aren't a big fan of math, that's the biggest thing. There is a lot of math, calculus, and physics, all that stuff in meteorology, believe it or not. So there's a lot of that stuff that you have to go. So I would say it was a little hard, for sure, but if you're good at math, then you can get through. Hey, in Sweden, what's up, Lucy? Thanks for joining the broadcast all the way in Sweden. Glad you thought it was cool. 2 minutes is not enough for a bathroom break. That is my most common question on the live streams. I did not take a bathroom break, just a drink of water. Or a drink of ginger ale, actually. Sugar-free, so I don't get too amped up. Because I've been a little too amped up from the science that's going on right now.
Shout out to Bugatti Black.
Maybe I did have sugar.
In Taiwan.
All right, so someone is asking about the Devil Comet thing, and that's just the nickname. Don't worry, the world is not going to come to an end. It's called the Devil Comet because it emits different gases out. It emits gas in a weird way, so it looks like devil horns or like the Millennium Falcon. That's like the better way to describe it. It kind of looks like that. It was not visible to the naked eye. If anybody on here happened to capture it by way of the telescope, post that in the comments. I would love to know if you captured it. It's out there. It was hanging out around Jupiter. So if you were in totality, you saw Jupiter kind of to the upper and to the left of the sun. So that's where you would have seen it next to totality. Only in totality. Hey, Cowboy 24679. Okay. Thank you so much for joining from Austin. Really appreciate that. Thanks for being here.
Earthquake in Taiwan. Update. Catch the update, bro. Yeah, see if you can catch this update, man.
So they are, yes. So Sabrina's asking what's different about the glasses you need to see the eclipse. They have, stand by. They have really, really thick. So I don't know if you can really tell. I'm gonna hold it up to the camera, but you can't see anything through that. I wish I had actual sunglasses to show you, but like you can't see anything through that. The only thing that you can see through these glasses, and again, these are the approved solar glasses that have the ISO mark they're approved again for solar viewing. That is.
Big up, Johanna.
It's just a very thin film, but it it protects you from the sun. So it's literally you put them on. I can't see you right now.
We're gonna look into the earthquake.
I can't see the camera right now
Lori,
because it's so dark, and the only thing you can see when those are on is the sun, and that's why it's not a joke because. That's why the Department of Transportation in various states have put on their things, don't drive with eclipse glasses on, because you can't see anything other than the sun. That's how dark they are. So that's really cool. Mia says, best experience ever. Ruth is asking, yes, Penn State, Pennsylvania, out of state college. Central PA, where it is always cloudy.
Yeah, I'm trying to look into this earthquake.
Dee says, shout out to Brooklyn. She's 6 years old. Thanks, Brooklyn, for watching the screen, for the stream. Hope you got a lot out of it. Marlene says, getting brighter out in Canada, got quite dim. Good stuff. Really cool stuff. There's nothing better than science.
We're going to check in on the earthquake in Taiwan as we get up out of this one. Let's dive into the earthquake and let's see what's going on, people. Stick with me. Earthquake in Taiwan. Let's get this. Taiwan. Holy crap. It's going on. Major events have started as suspected. People.
Global sourcing on the go. Over 200,000 suppliers. 1 cent sample available.
Everything you need is in this app. It's called Chatbot AI. You can literally ask it to do anything.
gotta do the math, people. Holy shit. What I building them sideways.
哎，那个不要摸那个电线，很危险。不要摸电线。
Earthquake in Thailand. Taiwan is real.
那个瓦斯
Taiwan.
哎，
Yo.
有瓦斯哎。
干，好可怕哦！天哪，看这是什么东西啦？三小啦，干，傻小啦，干。
重的地震，汤方。
That's crazy.
汤方，重的地震，汤方。哦，你哪家里？我的车在这边。
有啦，是你。
那个瓦斯哎。
Wow. Obviously they're running the video over and over. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this feed. These people are gamers. Big up the Taiwan people. But right now you people are gamers. Good one. Good one, good one. It made me jump off of my good weather, learning all type of things, and if I focus on something that's been replayed, trying to play me. Yo, bro, don't ever come back to my channel with that bullshit, nigga. You heard me? Take people for bumbo clarity that more time. That was somehow not possible.
So you're too busy to read the Bible. Well, what if your Bible reads itself to you? Well,
read your blood clot Bible. Let's see what's going on with this. Where is this? I want to see what's going on in Canada. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, that's not it. Let's just go to Just Weather. Fuck it, man. I want to hear what my brother was saying here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what's going on? Just Weather. That's it. Where you at, bro? There you go. Talk some sense, man.
So I'm at a party vibing with a 10. At least I hope he's a
yes,
10.
I.
But me not sure because my...
Hey guys, if you are watching on clickorlando.com or New 6 Plus, we are going to take a very short break. We will be back right here in 2 minutes. By that time, Central Florida will be just about over. Actually, it'll be right over. So we're going to get you to a quick break. We'll see you then.
Word. Yeah, man. So people, it was a significant day today.
All right, for those that are still hanging out with us on YouTube, on the Click Orlando channel or on the Just Weather channel, thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks for hanging out with me too, people. Shout out to everybody that subscribed. Make sure you like if you didn't like it already, and please give it a share as this information
Trying to
can
find
help
my
out
comment
people
section. There
learn
we
a
go.
couple things, about.
If you were to see my computer right now, I've got 3 million tabs open.
Wow.
To be able to bring you all of the views and to go between all that stuff, so it takes a second to find what I'm looking for. So thanks for bearing with me.
Y'all know people. If you say people them camp out today to blow,
Okay. So good question here from Sit Down. He's asking, how is the moon shadow going in the opposite direction? It makes no sense with Earth's rotation. So it's doing that because obviously we have the sun that rises in the east and sets in the west. Rises in the east and sets in the west. Hold that thought. This is great news. Tanya was emailing me about the spot to pick, and I was hoping that you'd be on the stream or send me an email to know that you guys got it. I'm so happy. I am so happy that it was a great spot, Tanya. So I'm glad you got to see that. I hope you and your son both enjoyed the eclipse and got in the full view. So that makes me so happy. They went to Southeast Oklahoma and got in on totality. So thank you for that update. I'm about to start tearing up. So thank you for that. Really appreciate it. And I'm just so glad you guys got to see it. That makes me really happy. So thank you for hopping on and commenting. All right, so then back to the question at hand. The what's going on is both the Earth and the Moon are rotating in the same.
Just let them understand.
Had to stop because we are welcoming back our viewers on clickorlando.com and on News 6 Plus. We were just talking about, or asking how the moon shadow is going in the opposite direction. And it's a really good question. And basically, again, look at that bottom picture there. That bottom picture, and this is one of the #1 most asked questions of the last couple of months. How in the heck, if the sun comes up in the east and sets in the west, is it moving from west to east? It's because both the Earth and the Moon are rotating counterclockwise. They're both moving from west to east. So it shows the motion of the shadow. That's the important thing. It's the Moon's shadow that's being projected onto the Earth, and it's not the sun itself. So the sun's just kind of chilling there, and the Earth moves in the way, and the Moon moves in the way, and both the Earth and the Moon are moving in the same direction relative to the sun. It's tilted from southwest to northeast because the moon is not on a flat plane with the Earth. It's tilted a little bit. So that's why it's coming up from the south to north. So hopefully that helps. Alessandro, good luck in your match today, my friend. There's your shout out.
Hey, people, please remember to check me out on Spotify.
And that's crazy. So we were talking about that. Darlene says we had 90% northern Kentucky, pretty clear skies. Louisville, though, it was cloudy. So that was, I mean, just a little bit of different distance, relatively speaking, and it's just crazy.
Not bad at all.
Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate that. Wouldn't be anything without you guys. So I really appreciate you all finding the stream. Really appreciate you finding the stream and hanging out with us, because you guys made it awesome. You guys made it fun.
Shout out to everybody on my stream as well. Respect and love. You know, I'm changing from multiple streams.
Shout out to the Philippines. And I'm glad you found it helpful.
Yeah,
And thanks for finding the stream all the way from the Philippines. Really, really cool.
For real. Seriously.
Heather says it had 100% and it was so weird. That is a great way to describe it. I've had so many people describe it as is weird, and I've never been in totality myself, so I can't comment other than just talking to people that have been. And by the way, if you were just coming back on clickorlando.com and on News 6 Plus, that big screen on the right, that's been Orlando. You've been looking at the eclipse from Orlando's perspective. It has now come to an end. The eclipse ended at 4:17. So we talked about, just as we came back from that short break, that you would get in on totality. So really, really cool stuff there. So yeah, super weird. All right, so what's gonna happen here? I need to find a phone number. So we're all staying live here for a little bit. If you're watching on clickorlando.com and on News 6 Plus, you are going to join News 6 at 4:30. But we are going to stay on YouTube for a little while longer while we're waiting for the partial portion to wrap up. So you're going to see, you are going to see. See, I told you I can't do two things at once because I'm looking for the phone number. What I'm doing now is I'm going to call into our IFB system. So this is the time that you see reporters or meteorologists look like a Secret Service agent. I'm putting my IFB in so that I can hear the control room, and they're going to be talking to the anchor. So if you're watching the 4:30, if you have your dual screens up, if you have two screens up, maybe watching this on your phone or your smart TV, and then hanging out with News 6, if you're watching from the greater Central Florida area, you'll be able to see both of this, and you're going to get the taste of this if you're watching on YouTube. I just need to find the IFB number so that I can call in and hear what they're talking about. So I'm just scrolling through my phone right now. And by the way, that if you're just joining us, that is Orlando right there in the center part of the screen, and we're still watching Burlington, Vermont. So great stuff. I found the number, if anybody. So that's what that call is. I'm not making a call. So now I'll be able to hear what the control room is saying. So I'm just getting that ready to make sure that I can find it. And we're going to be on the news. And again, if you're just joining us, if you're watching on News 6 Plus, in about 8 minutes, we're going to send you to News 6 at 4:30. So you can keep up both streams if you're watching it on YouTube and are in the greater Central Florida area, or you can download News 6 Plus or head to clickorlando.com and see it right there. Okay. So now we're good to go. Earpiece is in. Now we can look at more. So that's a good question. It's because sometimes it can mess up. We were talking about it before, how it magnifies the sun coming in, almost like how Woody burns, or how Sid burns Woody in Toy Story. You know, when he's playing, or how they light the rocket to get into the truck. They use the sun to do that, so they magnify the sun a little bit. So that's what's happening. It can mess up the instruments inside of your phone. Certainly, if you have a bigger things, like a big camera and everything. So that's how it does it. That's why it happens, I should say. that was the one thing we were talking to as we were making these videos a couple of weeks ago or over the last couple of days. So that you would still get dark, and we saw that. I mean, you can go back into the live stream, and we were checking in with our crew in San Antonio, and they literally went ballistic. They were so excited. It was so awesome to see because they had the thick cloud cover around, but it was just bright enough to see it. And it was awesome, and they all freaked out because I don't think that they were expecting to see it with how cloudy it was. So they got it. You got it, Jerry. Glad you can turn in. Glad you can get the comments and it's letting you do it. So glad you were able to see everything in its glory. Hope you're doing well in Baltimore. And there you go again from Totality. Tanya says again, and I'm just so happy for you guys. I'm so happy it was worth it. She says the 3-hour drive is it's amazing. Not even the word. And that's what I was hoping to convey over the past couple of weeks, that it is worth it. That this is just so cool to be able to see this. And again, 99% to 100% makes all the difference. It is crazy. So I'm just so happy for everybody in Totality, especially Tanya. We were having a conversation about where to go. So thank you guys for finding the stream and for watching it, and travel back to Texas safely. Please be safe out there. Interesting, yeah, and it all depends upon some of the time spent at it too, and the kind of phone and things like that. So all of that stuff.
I'm gonna see what's going on in Canada, people.
Yes, the totality portion of the eclipse is now over the North Atlantic, and then it's eventually going to come to an end just before it gets to the UK. So there it is, but you can still see it's dark. So the shadow's still hanging on down here. So we've got sunshine back across the south, complete sunshine, and we almost have it. What you're looking at here in that middle, I guess I should point down, right there is Burlington, Vermont. So we're still dealing with at least a part of that anyway.
Shout out to everybody that joined my live stream, man. Enough love, respect. We're gonna check in on Canada soon. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, please share, hit that notification bell. I do a lot of live streams, a lot of different.
Sorry, sometimes that earpiece
videos,
falls right
music,
out of my ear.
Music.
And if you're just joining us, we're gonna have this. We're gonna kind of. So if it feels like I'm talking to nobody. I'm actually talking to our anchors on our news desk out of Central Florida. That's where we've been broadcasting live for the last, 3.5 hours since 1 o'clock Eastern, noon Central of the eclipse. We're in our newscast at 4 o'clock. So you can head on over to WKMG, and if you are watching on News 6, News 6 Plus or clickorlando.com, we're going to send you over to the 4:30. But in 6 minutes, we're going to be back and we're going to be talking with the anchors on how this went. Just talk about how the eclipse was from the vantage point of the stream. So we're gonna stay here. So or keep it here on YouTube. So if it looks like I'm just having a conversation with myself, it is not with myself. It is with our anchor desk. And again, you can see that on News 6 Plus and WKMG and all that stuff. Alrighty, guys, on News 6 Plus and Click Orlando, News 6 at 4:30 starts now.
Let's check in on Canada, people. See what's going on over there. Huh?
So Catherine, on the Click Orlando page, my 5th graders want to know why cloudiness prevents you from seeing the eclipse.
Niagara Falls is where it's at right now. Niagara Falls, Toronto, Ontario, Canada Landscape live stream horizontal live. Let's check out Canada.
Global sourcing on the go. Over 200,000 suppliers. 1 cent sample available.
What else out of here? Let's see what this looks like in Canada. Okay, I don't think much is going on in Canada yet as far as it's over the Niagara Falls right now, so let's check back on the Niagara Falls. This looks like how Jamaica was just earlier. Let's check in. Countdown. Started 2 days ago. Damn, 1 minute. Okay, let's go into it. This started 2 days ago. Now wow. Amazing. Yeah man, we will some information people today, you know, we are gather. Today we are hunt and gather, you know. Big up everybody who are watch, everybody who are subscribe, big up all the subscribers who are passed through, big up all the real Jamaican them who connect and just find out the information and the significance of what this thing is going on in different parts of the world, you know. Yeah, we had a partial eclipse here. You know, it was visible in about 12:50 to 1 o'clock, I think about 1:05, something like that. I got a chance to see a piece of it, you know, a partial solar eclipse right here in Jamaica. Yeah man, interesting, huh? We've been streaming for 2 hours and change now. These people have been streaming for 2 days.
Perfect. That was the producer in my ear. Her name is Ashley. She just told us that we're going to be up in about 3 to 4 minutes. About 2 minutes to chit chat with the anchors. So if you happen to be watching on News 6 Plus or clickorlando.com, you are of course watching News 6 at 4:30. But you're going to see this feed come back, and we're going to talk with our lovely anchors on the desk about the eclipse that we just all witnessed together. So stick around for that, and you will see the kind of our end portion of the TV world. It's just Mike says totality in Indianapolis was just amazing. Awesome. About New Jersey, if you had cloud cover around, that might have been why. But I mean, if you didn't look up at the sun, then you wouldn't have seen it. I know that kind of seems weird, but you may not know if something was going on otherwise unless you're in totality. That's the thing. You really need to be in totality, or else know where to look.
Yeah, people. That's what I'm saying. People carried on as if
and again, if
nothing happened down there. Facts. Yet it is significant.
Yes, I did say the sun can damage your eyes. It will damage your eyes.
Burn through your retina.
Yes, the partial portion is ending in Connecticut, Melanie. So yeah, you guys got it. You weren't in totality, but the partial portion is rapidly coming to an end. I agree with that, Josie. Tom Searles is the best meteorologist ever. Don and Sharon Freilich saw a total solar eclipse in Indianapolis. That's awesome, Shannon. And she says she saw the partial, but still one of the coolest things. Really need to look at. First eclipse for her. That's awesome. If you just randomly see me stop talking or hear me stop talking, it's because I'm getting ready to do that live hit for the 4:30 newscast. We're out of the Orlando area bringing you the eclipse live and all that stuff. The baseball kid's asking, did the temperature change during the eclipse? Yes, in totality, it can drop anywhere from 10 to 20 degrees. And then if you're not, just a couple degrees. So it's even if you're in the partial portion, because you're still losing solar heating.
Okay. Lots to learn, you know? That's what I'm saying. We're hunting and gathering today. We hunt to gather knowledge. Experience. Use the time wisely, and then you can use that information later for your benefit, right? So we hunt and gather knowledge. Shout out to Just Weather, man. Shout out to the channel. Shout out to the connection. We connect with Just Weather for about 2 years now, something like that. Just to get information. Yeah. Live stream connect. Shout out to everybody that's subscribed to my channel, that's watching through this feed. Big up to you, you know what I'm saying? I do jump off of it.
Yeah, we had some people from Australia. They said they were also getting darkness as well. Of course, it's nighttime there, so it wasn't from the eclipse. So there was some fun jokes in the chat room as well on our YouTube page. Of course, we were bringing it live to you on News 6 Plus and clickorlando.com. So awesome. It's not a once in a lifetime per se, because we saw one in 2017 and we're getting one in 2045. Clickorlando.com for that one. That is coming right into Central Florida, and that's going to be a really cool one. But you see that middle box? I'm jumping all over the place. I'm still amped up, but we are ending the partial portion of the eclipse across North America right here. And we just kind of saw that last little sliver of the sun as the moon moves away from the sun exit out. I want to show you something cool. Of course, I'm a meteorologist, so I love satellites. That's how we can see what's going on with the weather. Look at that middle part of your screen there, and you see that little kind of black area going across your screen? That is actually the moon's shadow from the eclipse. So the moon is moving in front of the sun and then casting a shadow on the earth. That is why there is darkness or partial darkness. If you noticed outside a little bit, it wasn't crazy, and that's what we talked about, that it would dim our skies in Central Florida. But in totality, you get that darkness, and you can kind of see the path there go through those double yellow lines out of Mexico as it moved into Mexico from the Pacific Ocean, and then you see it get really dark. Visible satellite, guys, works. You need to have the sun, and of course the sun is being blocked, so then it looks like it's nighttime, even from a satellite perspective.
All right, people, we're gonna cut feed soon. Thanks for watching. All the people that like the video, respect. Please remember to subscribe, hit that notification bell.
It's so cool. Yeah, I mean, because if you couldn't find the glasses, or if you didn't have time to make one of those DIY viewers, essentially the leaves are doing the same thing. It's acting like that pinhole camera and projecting the eclipse onto the ground, onto the street, onto the sidewalk. So that's another really cool phenomenon. Obviously, totality is the money shot. That's where you want to be. But partial eclipses are still really cool too, whether you're looking up or looking down at those crescents on the ground. So just phenomenal stuff out there as always. Science is awesome. I swear I didn't have too much caffeine.
Information about Sheba, so I'm gonna check that out real quick, and then I'll be off of YouTube. Sheba Inu. Let me see what he said. Let me see. Hold up. What bro said? Burns are on the rise. Burns. Okay. Hold up. I want to see this. Let me see this. There we go. Burns are rising. Damn, how much videos? Which one is one? Goddamn, this dude live. This man right here be on. So you're a YouTuber right here, boy.
You know, one of the very impressive things about Shiba Inu coin at these prices, the burn. You know, it's very funny to me that when Shiba Inu coin is sitting at 600, 700, 800 points per coin, it seems as though nobody wants to burn Shiba Inu coin. But when it begins to rise up in price, then they want to burn Shiba Inu coin. Guys, not only are we seeing, and I know it depends on when you compare it to, right? But if you pull the graph back a couple of days, you can clearly see that Shiba Inu coin is extremely bullish right now and doing very well. So looking at that chart, it is awesome to see that not only is the price of Shiba Inu coin moving higher, but the burns for Shiba Inu coin are moving higher as well. And that's what I want to focus on in this video, because that is the only way we get to that 1 cent dream and beyond. So let's talk about it. And if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. I'm here to make 2024 the best year ever. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join us, become a bro. We are here every single day. We are growing our portfolios together. Now look, if you guys are brand new to investing, you don't know how or where to buy stocks and crypto, you got a link in the description below for Webull. Super simple to set up your account. Any deposit, you guys are getting at least 6 free stocks, up to 12 free stocks, and you're going to be earning 5% on your cash balances. If you guys want cryptocurrency exclusive exchanges, use one of them in the description below. All right, you've got KuCoin, Binance, Crypto.com, Coinbase. You've got all of them down there. Use one of them, and you're going to be earning free cryptocurrency from those affiliate links. If you guys want, I have to say, major thank you. Anybody buying the bro merch, anybody buying the Shib merch, commemorating this moment, thank you for that. But literally anybody utilizing that Amazon link, you are burning Shiba Inu coin by doing so. And I cannot say thank you enough for that. You know, we've already burned over 50 million SHIB. But just in the last day alone, 2,200 people have clicked on that link. If all of you guys that are watching this video right now simply opened Amazon when making your purchase, through that affiliate link, we are going to burn billions and probably tens of billions of SHIB on a very regular basis. It is going to be more than the ecosystem team contributed. It is actually going to be phenomenal numbers. So don't be afraid to share that link with your family and friends, and let's burn billions, if not trillions, of Shiba Inu coin. Now that does completely depend on how many people utilize that link. If you guys want to do some numbers and do the math, 1% of your spend gets burned. That is a very large portion of Amazon's profit that gets burned. 1% of the gross revenue, not 1% of their profit. 1% of the gross revenue from your sale is burned. So make sure to use now, showing you just a few hours ago, 39.5 million Shiba Inu coin burned. At the current levels, guys, you're talking nearly $1,600 just in that single burn alone. 4,072,000, 2.6 million, 1. You've got 11.5 million Shiba Inu coin, 4.8 million Shiba Inu coin. 3.6 million Shiba Inu coin.
We're having some big activity going on here with Shiba. Alright, I've been hearing a lot about this for years, people. I had to check in on that, you know. Got the message. Bro was like, yo, check this out. Okay, I'm going to give you some more insight. But right now, you already know we was checking about the Eclipse and all of that over. So people, thanks for watching, subscribing. You don't know it's G-Terra, right? Respect Allah. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you didn't as yet. Also notification. Don't know one G-Terra. Yeah, I'm doing the music, you know. I got the videos going every day. I'm vlogging on a lot of different topics. You know, respect and love to everybody that's watching. Definitely. As you can see, I drop videos daily. Look, I don't think I missed a day in about a month or two. I haven't missed a day. Yeah, you can check out my videos though, people. I'm talking about Jamaica, me I talk about the music, me I talk about anything what I feel like talk about. Cause you what now? Freedom of speech is still a thing, you know? And we have to just speak our mind sometimes to free up the energy and spread the vibration, how we really feeling and, you know, life itself and whatever. Right now, everything is a topic at some point, and when we want to talk about it, we just talk about it. No offense to anybody, you know what I mean? I say love and respect to each and everyone out there. That is the name of the game. It's all about love and respect. Always, no matter what, it's all about love and respect. At the end of the day, you have to teach the people that don't know it how to have it, so they can, you know, do better, be better people, you know what I mean? Yeah, they can, you know, just change, get a chance for change. These days, say don't go out on April 8th. Do you want to see some of the crazy stuff people been talking about, man? But I'm about to trip out. I'm about to just chuck off of this thing. Big up on yourself, people. You don't know.